What's up, Moon Lords? I'm back with another AMC Moon Phase Analysis weekly update. And if history repeats itself, I'll say I'm pretty excited for this up and coming week because you know what this week is? Full Moon Week. Now, if you're new here, welcome to the Market Moon Lord, where we merge the matrix with the stars. And I'm your host, Jason Alexander, the Blue Moon of Neptune, here to help you navigate through the illusions of life. And we've been navigating AMC for a long time just by the moon phases and just by tracking the stars. And after we do this analysis, I will be doing a video on all the stars together for AMC like I do each and every week. And if you're new and you think this might sound a little, I don't know, doesn't make sense to you, just watch the past videos. At this point, we have a track record because we've been doing this from way over here. And this week is very significant because we have what I like most, a full moon. And we saw what a full moon did the first time, and we saw what the last full moon did over here. So let's get right into it and see what we see in this next full moon. And if you are new and you do like this content, don't forget to subscribe. And if you want to show support, please just go ahead and hit that like button. You already know I appreciate each and every one of you guys. You guys definitely keep me going. It's been quite a journey, and congratulations to everyone that's been in it since the beginning, and to all the new people. And you know, these type of analysis really helps people here kind of emotionally have something to look forward to outside of what we typically see. This is DD you literally can't get anywhere else. Okay, so you know, last week when we were having all these drops over here, a lot of us didn't care because we were looking forward to this full moon, and we kind of been going into that full moon now perfectly, actually the perfect setup. But anyway, let's get right into it. Welcome to the Market Moon Lord, where we merge the matrix with the stars. I'm your host, Jason Alexander, the Blue Moon of Neptune, here to help you navigate through the illusions of life. Okay, so you guys know what's going on here. The black background is the waning moon, when the moon is dying and then becoming a new moon, which is the dark circles right here. And that's a waxing moon, when the moon is growing, a time of growth. That's when we want to see things going up for a climax for the full moon, which is the white. And then we want to see a consolidation phase around the dark, which is the waning again, to set us back up for the full. So yeah, this is where we're at. Each time it's a waning, we see the purple line, we have a higher low. Okay, and obviously we went really high the last full moon, which was an eclipse, super moon eclipse at that, meaning it was an apogee full moon on top of eclipse. The moon lords from the beginning definitely knows what apogee is. That is when the moon is closest to the sky, or closest to the earth. So, well, our sky, right? So yeah, that having a full moon during apogee obviously has a really big effect, which this next full moon is also a apogee full moon, a super full moon. Okay, just like this one, it's not an eclipse, but it's still apogee full moon, super moon, whatever you want to call it. So it's pretty big, it's pretty significant. And we said last time that we might dip under here, which is the medium range between this last climax full moon, and you could clearly see we dipped underneath it like twice, okay, perfectly, just to start going back up after the new moon, which is right here. Okay, so it starts the blue background right here, but it really should start right here because that's really the day it resets, in my astrological opinion. Okay, this is my interpretation, but yeah, it resets especially in stock, not the day of the new, where it's kind of like still coming off the energy of the waning. Okay, I like to count the next day after that. Okay, so I started right here, so the low over here, and this is how I've always done it, and it's worked before. Okay, so I'm not gonna I don't think we're gonna see this low of 39 again, based upon this waxing. The lowest is probably gonna be more like 41, 88 41 bucks. Okay. So anything under $41 is like a serious buy. Okay. Is an extremely serious buy. And then so far, it looks like the medium range is going to be around this $56 mark. Is anything under that is also looks like a pretty nice buy. Okay. Now, and then I still have this one over here at the $46 mark because that was the medium range. So we're going to keep that line. Okay. And so this waxing isn't done, so I'm not going to draw in a line at this 56. I'm just saying so far that looks like the medium range of this waxing. Now, for this full moon that's going to happen on the 24th, which looks like it's going to land on Thursday, we wanted to kind of have the same setup we wanted it to do over here. Okay, we said we wanted to beat the previous full moon the day before. Okay, the previous full moon over here was this mark, right? And literally like a day before it did that. Okay, so if we really want to see some crazy results, okay, we would say by Thursday we want to be, pretty much above $72. Okay, if we're around that range by Thursday, I do expect a crazy move. However, I also expect a crazy move before this full moon, and I'll get to that on the analysis on all the stars. Okay, but that's what we're looking for. Okay, so we want to see a slow uptrend like we've been getting on the waxing, just beautifully, right? We got the dip that we're looking for after this big climax full moon that lasted much longer than usual because it was eclipsed. We got the dip I was looking for, and then we got the consolidation and the slow uptrend. Exactly how I said I wanted it on the last moon phase video. This is like picture perfect setup. Okay, so we want to slowly keep going up, and with pretty much we can get a big move. Typically we get a big move 3 days within the full moon. We get within 3 days, so it could be Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Those are all major moves. Okay, but any moves above 72, I would say by Tuesday, wow, we're really in it. Okay, because I'm expecting Wednesday to be a really significant day. Okay, yeah, so it's pretty easy peasy. At this point, we know AMC is tracking the moon phases. We know that it always makes a higher high. We know when it's set up for this uptrend on the waxing, it's usually good news for the full moon. And I really want to point out, look at this shape. Okay, so we have this full moon climax, right? And then there's a slight dip and a slight comeback, right? Literally look at the last time this has happened. Okay, look at that shape. And then it dips down a little bit. And it starts creeping back up. That's almost the same exact shape we got going around right here. Okay, so I'm super bullish so far on for next week's full moon. Okay, so I just pulled up a couple indicators. The MACD's looking good down here, and the RSI is almost like it's perfect, right? It dipped, and then it bounced right on that new moon that we have right here, and then it's been consolidating since. Okay, so yes, let's look for a nice little consolidating into Monday, and then a big start, really big moves Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. It is on, in my opinion. Okay, so guys, let me know what you guys think. Are you guys feeling this energy? Are you guys also seeing your DD match up with this? I'm definitely curious on what you guys think. This full moon is actually pretty interesting, okay? Because first of all, it's like a day after Mercury goes direct, or maybe it's within 48 hours. Second of all, it's a full moon in the sign of Capricorn, which is interesting because that's the opposite sign of AMC's moon, which is Cancer. And then the full moon in Capricorn is also at its fall, meaning the moon hates being a Capricorn. Not that if you have a moon in Capricorn, it's a bad thing. It's actually very powerful. But I'm just saying, the moon wants to be in Cancer, and And when it's in Capricorn, it's in the most uncomfortable type position. We call it the fall, the dormant, whatever you want to call it. So I'm definitely going to be, looking very deeply into that on the next video. I'm going to mainly focus on that full moon on the next video. Another thing about Capricorn is, you guys know what I say about Saturn. It brings a Capricorn to Saturn. Capricorn is ruled by Saturn, so it brings a very, Saturn is like the law. It's like the judgment. It's like the concrete. It's like the general. It's like the restriction. It's like the lawmaker. It's tough. Saturn is very tough, okay? And you know what Saturn is too? Saturn, I always say what Saturn is. I always say Capricorn is like it controls karma. It has a lot to do with karma. What you put in is what you get out. And it has a lot to do with, the work you put in. And so I definitely think we've been putting in the work. So sometimes Saturn, I say, can turn into a milestone type energy. It's not always bad. And I also said in last week's video on the stars that Wednesday was like a test day. And that was the day we had that Saturn aspect. And we did go down a little bit. However, we didn't get in the 40s like they wanted us to. But we'll get into that into the next video. But yeah, this full moon is extra special to me because it's a super full moon purgy at the moon's fall in Capricorn, which happens to be opposite AMC's full moon. So I'm definitely excited to look into the stars in the next video. But guys, go ahead and hit the like button to show support. I appreciate it. If you're new, you like this content, go ahead and hit subscribe. We do this each and every week. Congratulations to all the moon lords. Shout out to all the moon lords. And guys, if you're looking for DD you absolutely can't get anywhere else, including this YouTube channel, go ahead to the Market Moon Lord Discord, where all kinds of DD that you can't get anywhere else is getting dropped in there. And it's also a great community for anyone that's into anything about seeing past what they want you to see in the matrix, because this is where we merge the matrix with the stars and we see past the illusion. Okay, so I'm Jason Alexander, Blue Moon Neptune, here to help you navigate through the illusions of life. You're watching the Market Moon Lord, where we merge the matrix with the stars. Thank you for watching. Hit that like on your way out. Until next time, peace.
Jason Alexander, the Blue Moon of Neptune.